Popping, everybody. I'm sorry. We're trying to wait to get everybody in right now. Please forgive my camera. I was having problems with my other shit, so this was going to have to be. Damn, I'm while I was popping, homie. Let me send this shit out to everybody. Okay, my brother. You trying to get that, put that work in, huh? My brother Tory out here trying to put that work in. Let's see, as always, y'all, make sure y'all go check out the Union episodes, man. DME just dropped another another Union episode today that seemed to be pissing people off. Also, I seen some people comment, and I got a few tweets and shit like that from people who weren't too happy about what I was saying about the Cassidy shit. Lucky for me, I don't really care, but I found it funny. Shit. They had a part of me. I'm like all over the damn place. I was trying to do a bunch of stuff today, finish fucking cooking, and I had an issue with my camera, and I'm really not happy about that because that is not a cheap ass camera, and I wanted it to help make this live look good like it usually does. Of course, we got a pin here. See, it show eight people, but I don't see 8 people. Make sure to like I said before, for all y'all needs, for all your graphic needs and all that shit, make sure you go holler at my man Visual, man. At Visual1 on Twitter. Oh, the audacity. Oh, you coming to my first time you come into my live, and the first thing you do is telling me to shut up. I'm pissed off about this. Hold on, let me see if I can bring my camera on. Yeah, he probably is, man. But I found that shit funny how people calling me a hater and shit like that. Like, yo, what I need to hate on Cassidy for, fam? Like, I mean, he does his thing musically. He does his thing musically, but this ain't music. You know what I'm saying? Again, everybody, please pardon me, man. Like, I'm having an issue over here with my camera. Y'all all know it normally looks way better than this. Hey, yo, stop playing with me, man. Who's that? That's either A plus or J Biz, man. I believe. That's funny, that account. J Legend's wife beater. Soon I'm gonna be joined by Andrea Speaks. Y'all guys know she a regular. She's one of the regular people I talk battle rap with. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about this Jakkboy We're talking about Jakkboy and Steam's battle, which I thought was a dope battle. And we're gonna talk about this shit's acting up for real. We're gonna talk about the Trap New York battles that drop Real Sick versus Presha. We're gonna talk about that. Salute the visual. Yo, that J Legend's wife beater. Oh, it's Pancakes. Pancakes, you a funny dude with that account, man. That shit is fucking hilarious, man. Oh man, yo. Dudes be going in on me, huh? Al Book, what's popping, man? Talk about Smack Madness. I got the alert for it, but I ain't see that shit, man. I didn't see the trailer or whatever the hell that was. I see we had Mike Wavy up in here before. I don't know, there was a few people who was in before. You recorded from a potato? No, Visual. I should have called you earlier, Visual. I was having issues with my fucking camera, man. I was trying to connect my my fucking camcorder, which I spent some good money on. I was trying to connect that shit to my laptop, and for whatever reason, it was giving me a bunch of fucking problems, man. So, best believe I ain't too happy right now because this shit look trash. But I need my phone. Soon we're gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have Andrea Speaks join me in a few minutes. I just want to talk about his trap battle. Um, I got a few people hit me up too about that Smack Madness thing. I don't know what the hell. I'm assuming that's just like what he did before with the March with the in March when he did like the March Madness style shit. Is that what it was, Al Book? MySpace.com/JLexus. Yo, Visual, why you trying to kill me like that, man? I told you my camera. I should have just called you earlier, man. I swear I should have just called you earlier. Real Sick, you in here, man. Salute, man. I'm about to talk about your battle in a few minutes. Uh, again, to everybody, I'm sorry for the way this live is looking. Y'all all know my shit never looked like this. But my camera, man, I should have called the great Visual, man, and straighten this shit out earlier, man. He said he's gonna drop the battles we've been waiting for the strike. We'll see. Kazuma and the Shell Bullet was popping, man. I think the Smack Madness is a pay-per-view battles, though. Okay. I mean, you know what? Let's talk about that real quick. I personally think Summer Madness 7 was so bad. You know, in respect to the battlers, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, man, but I think Summer Madness was so bad that they might as well just drop that whole card, man. Gems was popping, man. Stop being dirty. Salute, sir. Salute, man. Yo, y'all make sure. Matter of fact, y'all make sure y'all go check out Gems, man. Yo, Pancakes, you killing me with this fucking account, man. Make sure y'all go to the Jim's website, man. Go pick up some merchandise for you and your lady. He got some socks, some dope socks too. I'm gonna buy me some socks soon. Some of y'all saw me at the RB event. You saw I had the Stop Being Dirty shirt on. I need one in white, but salute the Jims. Make sure y'all go support him. And again, Jims, congratulations on your new family, man. Salute. Um, so yeah, I think Summer Madness was so bad they might as well just drop that whole card, man. I'm talking about take a week and a half, take maybe 10 days max, and just drop those battles consecutively, man. Because that shit is again. I don't like disrespecting battle rappers, but let's be real. Summer Madness 7 was not good. You know what I'm saying? Iron Solomon and JC pretty much stole the show. You know, I did like that's when Geechee and Shook battle, right? I did like that battle. I thought that battle was good. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. So the trap, if you guys don't know, you know, I fuck with No Mercy heavily. The trap was like the first events that I was going to. Um, Yeah, yeah. SM7 was doo doo, man. 90% of what is it? Not 90% of them disrespect us with that bull. I mean, I see what you're saying, man. But you know what? Let me tell you something, man. And we got Gems here who could acknowledge it. We got Real Sick in here who can acknowledge that they both battle rappers. Sometimes, matter of fact, man, Jims, you know I fuck with you, but I'm gonna keep it 100. It's just like when he battled Goods, when you saw him tweeting, when you saw him, all of that. I was convinced that Jims was really gonna come with the best material that he ever had. That's not what happened. You know, so do I understand that guys have off nights? Of course. It was just crazy that SM7 was full of off nights. Um, that shit with O-Red and his fucking voice, that was crazy. Like, who could have foresaw that happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ain't no way you could have predicted some shit like that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So you know, what can you do, man? You know, some guys have off nights on a night they didn't expect it. You know, we have an off night, not expecting a whole, pretty much a whole card to be like that. But I don't think it was horrible, but it was bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't horrible enough that you would never go buy. Let's keep it real. Everybody's gonna purchase the next ones anyway. Let's keep it real, and that's why. Facts. It happens. Me and Good's worst battle ever. Wait till my next amount, man. Yeah. Well, Jims, I've been looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who's been looking forward to it, man. Vegas did it. I tell you, dudes, it got too loose in Vegas. Yeah, Andrea, you right. And we're gonna speak with you soon on that. So all right, let me get into this trap battle real quick. So again, you know, trap was the first events I used to go to, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Peso, salute to Mercy and the rest of the family over there. I always appreciate you know, how they treat me, man, and how our relationship is. Uh if you don't know, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know Trap New York is really a developmental league. It's for guys who's never got opportunities on cam. It's guys who you know who have things to work on. And let's be real, these are not guys who are being called and being thrown checks. You know, so it's not like you can expect top tier performances, but every now and again you get a breakout performance. I mean, Jims used to battle there. Excel used to battle there. I think Daddy Mason's fire. He's from the trap. Kush Clouds is dope, even though for whatever reason he's not good on the big stage, man. But not everybody is. You know what I'm saying? I think Kush Clouds definitely one of those guys way better in them small rooms. It's been a lot of guys who came to show off battle there. Excel, matter of fact, and I was just talking about Excel. My first time seeing Excel was against Daylight in the Trap, New York. And you know, who the hell would ever know that Excel was that dope? You know what I'm saying? Excel went in there and fucking killed Daylight. Um, so this is no different. I was watching Presha. They did an event in Connecticut. Hold on, let me get it together now. Get my rounds together. So they did an event in Connecticut, and it was Presha. I don't know where Presha's from. Presha's Puerto Rican against Real Sick. Real Sick is from Jersey. Um, Real Sick chose to go first. I have to say off the top, man. Um, off was popping, Phil. Salute, my brother. Off my first, just if you was going off the eye exam, the moment you see Real Sick, he is nothing like I've ever seen on battle rap. I don't know exactly what his religion is. I don't want to get it wrong. You know, he had the head wrap and all of that. I didn't expect what happened, man. I didn't. And this dude Real Sick came out the gate and just wow, like I was amazed by what this dude brought to the table, man. Um, the first round, let's just get into the first round. In that first round, Pressure, no, excuse me, Real Sick decided to go first. You know, he did this whole thing telling Pressure like, oh, your girl was just massaging my giving me a massage and shit, and was like, she's getting rid of the pressure in the trap, which went along with them battling in the actual fucking trap New York. I'm Sikh. That's why I said my name. Nah, I figured that, but I don't know exactly how to categorize that Real Sick. So that's why I just choose not to talk on it. You know what I'm saying? J Biz was popping. Unway, what up? So yeah, Getting rid of Pressure in the Trap line was dope. That Glass Shattering Stone Cold line was dope. That ski mask little scheme you did about the Arabic women thing, I thought was real good, man. And then you had a bunch of Sikh had a bunch of name flips, Pressure name flips throughout the round. Excuse me, that was real Sikh who had Pressure name flips throughout the round. When Pressure goes, man, that allergic thing that he did with the whole sneezing and everything, I thought that was fire the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? I really think that was fire the way he did it. That Ratchet Safe harmonica line was crazy, and I thought he should have got way more love for that line than what he did. But I thought it was real clear that first round, Real Sikh, was above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to Pressure or anybody else, but I kind of think the first round he just set the tone and let you know what it was going to be for the rest of the battle. Round two, Real Sikh comes out with he rebutted Pressure's slogan. Pressure has like a lean on me slogan, and Real Sikh came and rebutted the shit out the gate, which that was pretty much a veteran move. You know what I'm saying? And I was surprised by it. I didn't expect that, and all I could do was salute that. Yeah, damn, I'm wild. The battle is out. After this stream, I will be putting the link in the bio as well. You guys can check it out on the Trap New York channel. So yeah, the rebuttaling that slogan was a dope move. That Rosetta Stone line was dope. But we're gonna get back to that second round real sick, because I'm not letting you off the hook with that second round. We're gonna get back to that. Pressure goes. He had a baseball scheme, and I thought it was dope. I think he could have delivered that baseball scheme a little bit better. If he had delivered that a bit better, I mean, you definitely have to score this round different. You definitely have to, if you in a crowd and he just delivered that better, you get better reaction from it. And overall, it comes off a lot better. Delivery is very key to things. You know what I'm saying? There's guys who can think of some of the flyest shit but can't deliver it right. You know what I'm saying? So so Pressure, I tag Pressure too. I don't know if he's in here, but that baseball scheme was dope. If you would have just really delivered that better. That stumble kind of hurt, and then he had a whole diagram line that was pretty dope. But his round was real short. Round three, Real Sick. He started breaking down Pressure's style, breaking down Pressure's religions. Being that Pressure's Puerto Rican and he's Muslim. Real Sick started. That was basically what the third round was pretty much about, which is about breaking down his style and breaking down the religious stuff. Somewhat personal. I thought it was well put together by Real Sick. I think the way he did it and transitioning from breaking down his style to breaking down, real life stuff. That whole transition into it, I thought was seamless and flawless and definitely dope. Pressure's third round, that fidget spinner line was dope. He started stumbling, then he started mixing Spanish and English words, and lines. I thought that was fire, but again, that could be delivered a bit better. And then he stopped short. So overall, I think this is a clear 3-0 for Real Sick. I say this all the time. This goes for everybody. This goes for battle rappers who are in here, battle rappers who watch me any other time. Yeah, salute, Real Sick. But again, I'm not letting you off the hook just yet, man. But I think Real Sick put, and I say this, it goes for everybody. Every time you get on that stage, every time you get on the camera, you gotta take advantage of the opportunity and create new fans. Even if you're a known guy, even if you were a Tay-Rock, even if you were a Hitman, like you coming up there and giving a bullshit performance or something like that, like if you have an opportunity to gain a new fan or give yourself a better look, you have to take advantage of that, because the whole bottom line is Real Sick goes and does his thing like this. I've never heard of Real Sick. Now I'm gonna go back and watch and see if he got more footage out. Pressure didn't have the best showing. He showed, especially in that first round. I thought he had a real good first round, even though he clearly lost it. Presha, I think, had moments there that make me say, you know what, let me go check this guy, because again, he's a guy just starting out. But Real Sikh just seemed like a veteran. I think the rebuttals, I think the flow, I think everything. So Real Sikh, man, just keep doing your thing, man. I thought you had a dope showing, but let's get into your second round though. Black Him, salute. Sheldon M, salute. Second round real quick, Real Sikh. I'm Puerto Rican too, man. And Puerto Ricans, we don't need great green cards or anything, man. So I don't know if you knew that Puerto Ricans aren't illegals and stuff. You went into this whole thing about talking on Precious' father, saying how he was illegal and this and this. Now, I don't know if maybe Precious' father isn't Puerto Rican. If I have to go off what you guys were saying in the battle, it seems like both his parents are Puerto Rican. I am Puerto Rican as well. And I will tell you, we do not need no green card. We are not illegals, man. For the record, I ain't get offended by that. I just I ain't score you no points for it because it wasn't true. Like if Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? Real Sikh said, nah, it was a joke. Yeah, salute, man. I didn't take that shit, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, all right, well, I hope this guy really, did this on purpose and it wasn't for lack of homework or a lack of knowledge, because we're Puerto Rican. We don't need fucking passports. We don't need no green cards and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Real Sikh, salute to you. I am looking forward to seeing your next battles. I'm gonna go back and check your old battles if you have some. And so salute to you, man. Salute to Presha also. Real Sikh also, since you here, since I'm Indian, but people always call me Muslim and Arab, so I thought it was gonna do the same thing. I see your point. But Real Sikh, while you in this chat, why don't you put your Instagram and Twitter information so people here in the chat can get an opportunity to follow you, man, and check out the rest of your work. You see, and now I'm talking about this battle, and I can't help now but think about fucking Jim's talking about announcement he got coming up, man. I always say, oh, the stereotype angle makes sense. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. But they don't take away from his old. He went in there and did his thing. Please look. I want to see your reaction. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. So anybody want to follow Real Sikh? His Instagram is right there in the chat. Check it out. It's at Real Sikh, and that's spelled at at Sikh27, and that's spelled SIKH27. Hit the water. Yeah, my brother. I gotta do it again. His Twitter, Real Sikh Twitter is Real Sikh, and that's spelled SIKH99. So y'all make sure y'all go follow, man, and check them out. Yeah, salute to you too, Sikh, man. I want to see you continue to do well, man. I was very impressed, man. Salute. Jims, I don't think that shit is right. You coming up in here talking about your next announcement, man. Because now you got my brain going a million miles an hour, man. I don't think that was fair, man. Andrea, I don't know if Andrea's still in here, but Andrea, you could shoot me a call when you're ready. Excuse me, let me put this shit over here. I'm pissed off about my camera, man. I really am. I just battled Drake Dennis on UW. Real Sikh said, so that should be coming out soon. I think that's dope. Drake Dennis is a very underappreciated battle rapper. Drake Dennis is a hard worker. Excuse me, hold on 1 second. Hello? Can you hear me good?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. You guys in the chat, I need you to tell me if you can hear her good. I can hear her. I don't know if you guys can hear her.
Hello.
Yeah, they saying you good. They can hear you.
Sweet.
You sounded like a fucking surfer.
I'm country. I'm country, not Cali.
Yeah, you were sounding like a surfer right there. Yeah, you don't get no breaks here either. We gotta call it what it is. Yeah, they saying they can hear you. So yeah, for those of you, matter of fact, we're gonna have to drop her Twitter in there too. But y'all make sure y'all go follow Andrea Speaks on Twitter. We're gonna be talking about this Jakkboy versus Steam's battle. But before we do that, hold on, because I'm reading something in the chat. Sean, my brother Sean F, watch your fucking mouth, man. What's poppin', man? I'm happy to see you in here. That's my brother, man. That dude is crazy right there. Damn, my wife said I follow her IG too. I don't know. I didn't even know she has a Instagram.
Yeah, I'm Andrea Speaks everywhere.
So it's Andrea Speaks every. You know what? I'm gonna put it in later on. I'm gonna put it in the description so they could check you out on there too. So did you see that trailer for the Smack Madness thing they talking about?
Yeah, I actually just watched it, or I was just watching part of it. It looks like they're just about to drop a lot of the battles. I thought it said something about maybe all of the battles that have been on pay-per-view leading up to the strike card.
Wow. Then that's a whole lot of damn battles because they what they threw, maybe 8 or 9 events.
Yeah, there's a few on there that they haven't come out. I mean, because they've got all of Gnome 8.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Survivor Series battles.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
There was like Born Legacy Supreme. They still got some of those. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe they do. I know off the top of my head, I know they got more Survivor Series joints. I don't know if they have any more of the ones you just mentioned. But don't they still have some from the volume cards too?
There might be.
Yeah. I believe so.
I was gonna say what was the last one? That was Summer Madness.
Yeah, and then it did not go good at all. What was your thoughts on the Summer Madness?
It was disappointing. It was underwhelming. I was mad as hell actually after it was over, and I was mad because when they said it was in Vegas, and I don't know that this is the fact, but when they said it was in Vegas, I was like, they better not all be hungover and half rapping and not be able to finish their rounds. And then the night came, and I was like, I'll be daggone.
Yeah. Well, which was another reason why I had an issue with them doing that there. First off, and I've said this multiple times, that event should have happened in Philly. You know, you can't. How do you do? First off, Philly been deserving a big event, no matter what the league is. I mean, Don't Flop is probably the biggest league that's done stuff in Philly. You know, and Don't Flop is huge in the UK. You know, most people know them out here too, but they're huge in the UK. So they've really been the only big league that's done events in Philly. So I'm like, when you think of King of the Dot, when you think of RBE, when you think of Smack, or more URL and King of the Dot, like how the hell no one took advantage of that yet? Like Philly has a huge hip hop culture, let alone battle rap culture. Like how you don't take advantage? Then some of the overall rappers, some of the best battle rappers have come out of Philly. Like my only issue with Philly is always that when they write their rounds, not too many of them are so direct. They have a lot of general bars, but their flow is still. Say that again.
I said, yeah, I kind of noticed that when I was watching the Nest battle and the Kaboom battle, and it seemed like that they weren't as straight at their opponent.
Yeah, A+, you a funny dude. Talking about Jay Legend, you in the dungeon. I told you, man, I had camera issues, man. Man said, Jay, don't give me camera time anymore. Hell, my man Pancakes really went and made an account called Jay Legend's Wife Beater. This shit is just hilarious.
That's funny.
So yeah, when I saw the whole Reed Dollars and Rex thing, remember they hadn't announced the location yet. And it was like, to me, it was a no-brainer. That has to be in Philly or New York, but preferably Philly. Now you got Reed and Rex with all the history that has, and you do that in Vegas. I don't understand it.
Other than maybe if they thought they wanted it to be completely neutral.
I mean, I can see that, but that's a bit much. That's the whole West Coast.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even say, you know, I'm gonna throw the event in Jersey if you want to do neutral. You want to be neutral, you can throw the shit in you know, Delaware. They've been bringing a lot of guys up from the Delaware area. That whole like southern, what's been Delaware, PA, what's been the Carolinas, what's been the, Virginia, Maryland, that whole section. Like, if you would even decide you want to do it down there, you're still, you know, the New York crowd, the Philly crowd still have opportunity to go over there. Vegas.
Yeah, that was a trip for people that had been waiting on something like that for a long time.
Yeah, that was a bit much. So let's get into this Jakkboy and Steams. But before we get in, I don't want you to say till we. I want to go through the rounds first, and then we'll then you'll say who you thought took that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that first round. First off, I really want to know why was it cool to be topless in this battle?
Jack is wild. Jack is different. Jack do whatever.
Salute, Matt. Salute to you, man. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I was like, yo, like, why are you topless, man? Like, what made you go? Who gave the okay for this? What was the reason? When I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, throughout time you have guys who have bars and then they rip their shirt and stuff like that. So I was hoping something like that happened. Next thing you know, man, the whole battle, this dude is just topless. Like, come on, man. Around a bunch of dudes.
They said Jack showed up that way. They said he didn't have a shirt on when he first got there. He was shirtless the whole time.
And Jakkboy, one of my favorites, man, but I can't co-sign that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the point of that. What I do appreciate is that he somewhat put a stop to people grabbing him by the shirt and all that after a hot ball, right?
Maybe that was the whole purpose.
But they were still pushing them, which I hate when they do all that shit.
Yeah, they get a little extra.
Yeah, and they're very extra. So yeah, in that first round, you know, I thought throughout the entire battle, I thought some of the Steam's name flips I thought was a bit much. But I have to say that he had a lot of clever ways of doing them Steam's name flips. I was overall I really enjoyed this battle, but like in that first round, like the Steam's name flips I thought was dope in the first round. Later on, it got a little redundant, but fire in that first. That PlayStation joke, talking about stealing the PlayStation from your kids and then selling it back to you. I thought that shit was funny. That Ray Caruth line was fire.
Oh, that was fire. Yeah, that one was fire. He's really embracing this low life thug thing going on.
Yeah, I think it's smart of him though.
Yeah.
I think it's smart of him to embrace that because especially for all these battle rappers, not only is it difficult to get in front of this camera and on the stage, perform in front of everybody, but you got a million hecklers. So if you let them see that whole low life thing bothers you, like, you know, it's better to embrace it. In fact, I really hope he gonna start putting some t-shirts and stuff out.
He should.
What did you think about that overall first round from Jakkboy?
I thought it was fire. He came out, of course, Jack always has a bunch of energy. And he goes haywire.
Yeah.
So I thought his first round was fire. I thought the first round was probably, that I thought was the closest round, clearly.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. When Steams go, he started off with the jokes. That Christmas Eve line was fire. The polygamy line was fire. That pimp line was fire. That silent treatment, the muzzle on it, silent treatment shit.
Oh, that was sick.
What did you think overall his first round?
You know what? I actually went back and watched the first round again because when I first watched it, it felt so close to me that I didn't know how to call it. I said it felt like Steams stopped just shy of catching Jack. But Steams was cooking. The flames, the flame stuff in the beginning. Yeah. When he said, "No, you a flame because flames a nigga," that was funny.
Yeah, for me, just going off their first round, the both of them, the energy, the performance, the bars, like it really had me hyping at the edge of my seat. Like, and the only thing that I hate about seeing a first round like that is oftentimes everything goes on a decline from there.
Yeah.
But to me, in that second round, I didn't really think so. I didn't think that there was a decline, especially not from Jakkboy.
Yeah, Jack's second was fire still. They both stumbling a little bit, but I think Jack recovered from his stumbles better than Steams did. And then the way Steams ended his second, I think if he would have he looked defeated like for a second when he ended his second. That was the one where he dropped it. He dropped short in the second, right?
Yeah.
I think if he would have played it off a little bit better, it wouldn't have seemed so bad. But yeah, Jack was still cooking, and it seemed like Steams did kind of lose steam.
Actually, I'm slightly wrong because he did pretty much do it in the second as well. But the third round is one that he stopped really short.
Because Jack stopped in one, and then he stopped in the other. Jack stopped real short in his third, didn't he?
Yeah, both of them in that third round stopped short. That second round, Steam stopped a little short too, but he had he gave more material than he did in his third.
Yeah.
But I could understand why he stopped more short because he was stumbling. He was having a hard time getting through that second round. But what's funny is he's having a hard time getting through it, but in a good way. Like he had a bunch of fire bars and then stumbled, then some more fire bars, then a stumble, and then it was rough getting through that second round. But it's not like he had a trash round, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't like if somebody's cooking and they stumble, if they can get it back and keep rolling, it doesn't really bother me as much. And I guess if one was real clean and the other one had stumbled, it would be more clear. But they were both stumbling, but they both, they both kept rolling for the most part. It's just I think Steams was a little more, he got a little more caught off, or he seemed like his stumbles were catching him off more.
These dudes is in the chat killing me right now because I got to use my damn laptop camera and not my regular camera. They are killing me right now. They talk about Jay recording from his PlayStation Mobile Live.
That's hilarious. He sent the Battle Troop camera.
Yeah. You dudes is killing me. Yeah, some of the I just wanted to give y'all a few lines that I thought was dope in that second, which was for Jakkboy. Out the gate, that Kareem versus Bruce Lee line was dope.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that Genesis Manhattan Brooklyn Bridge line was fire. That crochet so it seems, the way you put that together was crazy. I have a huge problem, Jakkboy. He was one of my favorite, but all that shit you was talking about New York, my man.
Yo, I ran that back 2 or 3 times. I was cracking up.
All right, I might have to hang up on you. Nah, listen, it was fire. All seriousness, it was fire.
The whole state.
Yeah, he caught me off guard with that shit. I was like, Jack, you gonna make me get this round just cause, but Damn on Wild said that's my favorite part. All right, remind me to block you, sir.
That's my dude, Damn on Wild.
We would get absolutely no New York slander out here, man.
Yo, everybody. He went to Syracuse.
Yeah. He went all the way upstate. He went all the way upstate with it. Yeah. He went all the way upstate from it. They said Jay streaming from a flip phone.
Awesome.
Yeah, they really killing me in the comments right now. Yeah, so Steams, some of the dope lines from Steams in that second was the Anna Nicole Smith line. I thought that was fire. That Japanese joint was dope. The Goonie stack like plies chain was fire. But as we said, he had a dope round, but he just stumbled through it, which takes us into this third. Jakkboy, that Sinclair living single line was crazy.
Yeah.
That Walls Could Talk to Me line, the way he set up that if the Walls Could Talk to Me line, that whole setup, that little story he told, that was crazy, man. That was crazy, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I appreciate Jakkboy and how he writes. I think he's an underrated lyricist. You know, he comes with such a high energy that people just automatically just talk about his performance, and I think that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he came a little different in that third with the more of a story and not as much focused on the performance, more on the bars.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a great job with that. What you said? Oh, they killing me. I see it. Yeah, they killing me in the comment section. He said the camera got a walkie-talkie built in it. These dudes is funny, man. So yeah, that unisex line for Jakkboy was fire too, and that God body line was dope. But then he stumbled and ended the round, and it was like, damn, here we go, another fire round that has to be ended because they're having a hard time going through it. But I have to be honest, I'm really not holding these stumbles on them because nobody choked.
Right.
So, you know, like you giving us a fire round, you trying to fight through it. I respect it. Steam's that Jackie Robinson line was crazy, and he had a line where he said he's gonna drop. What he say? He's gonna drop Jakkboy, but the battle won't. That whole thing too, the way he set it up and everything was fire, but he cut that round short. What did you think of that third? Say it again.
I said Steams was cooking with those jack flips.
Yeah, he was. I just started to. My only problem was like, it's just like stumbles and a short round, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like Jakkboy's coming with it, man. He's coming with the energy. He's coming with the bars. You know, most of the time the crowd is on his side. Like, okay, I understand the stumbling shit happens, but the short round, it just seemed like he didn't write enough material. What was your thoughts on that?
On Jack's third round?
No, on Steam's. What I'm saying is, you know, all the stuff that Jakkboy's coming with. It seemed like, I don't know if maybe the stumble got to him, but I'm like, okay, you stumbled, but it seemed like he just cut it short because he still said his slogan, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, did you not write enough in that third?
Yeah, I don't know if he, I kind of watched it and I was like, I don't know if he forgot what else was left, okay, or he felt like he was going to keep stumbling, so he just ended it. But I still gave him the third because it felt like Jack just kind of gave up. Like he was like, all right, that's it. I'm cool. And stopped. And I felt like he had more in this third than Jack did.
So let's go back over this real quick. In that first round, who did you have winning it?
I edged it to Jack.
Okay. Yeah, I edged it to Steams. I thought Steams did enough. I thought he had maybe two, maybe three more lines that were just, you know, slightly. He had like three more lines better than what Jack did. Overall, can go either way. Like, I'm not upset at anybody calling it the other way because it's really kind of like a pick. I think that Steams had a few more dope bars.
And I feel that way too because actually I watched the first again and I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know, got him, but like I called it for Jack when I first watched it. And I said I want to watch it the whole thing again, but yeah, I said I wouldn't argue with anybody if they called it for Steams because I felt that one was real close. Yeah,
no, it really was. But I got Steams on that one, and you got who you said again, Jakkboy?
I edged Jack on the first one. All right,
second round, who you got? I personally, I thought this was the only clear round, and I gave it to Jack. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a clear Jack round.
Yeah. So now we go into which seems like for both. No, you got Jack winning already then, because you got Jack on the first and the second.
Yeah.
And you gave Steams the third.
Yeah. Yep, I had a 2-1 Jack, the first and the second.
Yeah, and that's the problem I'm having with this third round, because I don't know which way to go in terms of the stumbles. You know, they both stumbled and everything, but in this third round, I feel like Jack stumbled a little bit more. Steams, it really was, he cut the round short.
Yeah.
But I feel like he had a real potent round. So I really don't know which way to go with this. Like, officially, I watched it twice. Officially, I gave that third round. I gave Steams the third round by a razor's edge. And the only reason why I did that, I felt like Jakkboy stumbling at the end of that round and then stopped it, cutting it abruptly. I felt like he had more bars, but he didn't want to choke or something like that, and stopped it abruptly. So that's what got me looking at it like, yo, Steam might have edged this round by a razor sharp edge. Because to me,
Jack seemed like he kind of just was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that off these two, I watched it twice, and off of both of them, I don't think that anybody could be. I don't know. I don't think anybody could be 100% sure about that third round. I think if you go back and watch the second round, because it's almost like, does one cancel out the other? Does the stumble cancel out the short round, or I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I kind of feel like Steams just had the more cleaner round, but again, I only got him winning by 1 point.
Right.
So overall, to me, I gave Steams the first and the third, but you know, again, I ain't mad nobody seeing it the other way, because this was a tough battle. I'm happy to see the both of them come with such dope material, even though the stumbles were there.
Yeah, that was a good battle. I consider that a 2-1 debatable. I had a 2-1 Jack, but I can see where anybody would have a 2-1 Steams as well.
Yeah. Do you watch
think about the band part of it? The whole band idea.
But what is the idea? I mean, the actual visual was dope. Like, the way it looked was fire. Now, I'll be honest, it did remind me of I don't know if you ever see, but Avocado sometimes on his channel throws battles, but there is no crowd. There's only two. It's almost like he remember how far or how deep into battle rap we go. But Queen's Flip used to do the Quiet Room. Do you remember that?
I've heard of the Quiet Room, but I wasn't around, and I don't think I've ever actually watched a Quiet Room battle.
Yeah. So the Quiet Room, it wasn't always quiet. It was most of the time quiet. But they would meet like in a studio or something, and there's no crowd. It's, you know, maybe the two battle rappers, maybe two people with them, but everybody's off cam. It's only the two battle rappers there, and everybody's supposed to be quiet. You know, Charlie, the first time Charlie Clips and John battled, it was on there. That was fire. Let me see who else. There was a few dope ass battles on a Quiet Room, but
like the move, because I'd rather without the crowd having to stop because that's annoying when somebody's cooking and the crowd stops them.
Yeah, but they Avocado's been doing something similar to that, where, you know, he has just these two guys in the room battling. I think that, I could be wrong, but that might have been the first or the second time I ever seen DC Gotti battle was in that format. But the overall room with just the spotlight on them, that was the look that Avocado started with.
Okay.
So when I didn't know that. When I seen this band thing, the first thing I thought was Avocado did this, but somebody told me that the same Avocado did this.
Yeah, I heard him say, I can't remember who I heard somebody say who it was. But I can't remember who they said.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat knows, does any of you guys know who it was who recorded this battle? Did this have to do with Avocado? I didn't pay attention. I know that, you know, they showed the credits on the screen, but I didn't actually pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Damn, said they're dropping them at all no matter what. I think stopping the round short is better than stumbling, though. The round was because it's at least clean all through the material is very low. I agree with you, man.
That is something I think me and you even talked about that once. I'd rather somebody just call time and stop. I don't want to see somebody up there for 15, 20 seconds trying to remember what they was about to say and stopping and starting and stopping and starting. I'd rather somebody just call it and be over.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I will say, that definitely matters when someone is choking. With these guys, it's like a debatable situation because they were more stumbling than choking. But of course, maybe stopping the round short is to prevent you from choking.
Right.
And of course, we want to see that before we see somebody up there looking stupid up there. But in a battle like this, it's just like it's so close that these little mistakes,
Right. And I felt like that's what Steams did in his second. That he was stumbling, and I don't know if he just didn't feel confident on what he had left, or he couldn't remember. He knew that he got to the point where, and he just cut it off.
Yeah. Damn, Wild said I don't think it was Avo. I think on Twitter I saw another name. What he said? I say another name did the recording. Maybe KIB. I don't even know what KIB is.
Yeah, I remember somebody said it, and I know they definitely said it wasn't Avocado, but I can't remember who they said. So I'm wondering if any of the rest of the band battles are going to be filmed like that. But it sounds like band is just URL set up battles on other smaller leagues, and now they're going to release them as URL battles, which I'm not quite sure the point of that. I don't know.
See, my only issue with this is just, I mean, why use the name or the title band? Like, to me, it just kind of.
I laughed pretty hard at the beginning of the Steams Jack battle because when everybody was talking about band, they were correlating it with the strike and saying like battlers being banned or people not allowed on URL. But basically, what it sounded like Beasley was saying it was the beginning of that was it was the fans that were banned from the battle. I was rolling. I was like, you was the fans talking about battles. It was our ass that was banned.
Yeah, if that is their theme, then that is dope.
Like, ain't no crowds and lead up and everybody talking junk. These battles just happen. Boom, here they go.
Yeah, and the thing was, we had Jack on the Union with us, and he blew it up that he battled Steams.
Well, Battle Rap Trap, it had like a whole thing. They were talking about it, and I knew they had battled. So that's when they dropped the thing. Then when they dropped bands and they were banned and they were talking about it, people were like, "Oh, I can't wait for them to battle each other." I was like, they just battled. Like, that already happened. And then people were trying to wrap their head around that. I'm like, no, they battled on Battle Rap Trap. I watched like this little thing when they were behind the scenes and stuff. So I'm wondering if some of the other battles from that are going to be part of the band, or if it's going to be leagues around. I guess we're just going to find out when we find out.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue with this overall, I think it's a dope idea, but then you should, because there was a crowd there. Like, even though it wasn't a big crowd, you still had a crowd there. So I just kind of feel like, yo, if you gonna ban the rest of us, ban them too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like surprise battles right underneath your nose. It's weird. I mean, kind of dope though.
Yeah, because it also lends itself to you to think about things. Like an example, we see NJT and Loso going back and forth on Twitter with the diss records, and it's like, could this just be them kind of hinting? Did they battle already? I don't know.
Well, and then part of one of URL's tweets or something was saying something about their battles that have happened right under your nose. So I'm sitting here trying to think of any crazy battles that have happened on other leagues that like could have been something that would have been URL-ish. But I don't think I would have. I didn't think about Jack and Steams being a well, I guess that was a completely new idea at the time. So now I'm thinking about what have I heard of other battles.
Man. Damon Wild said URL, I believe, is putting their battles on other leagues' cards. Yeah, I mean,
that's basically what they said, which is, I don't know. It's a different approach.
or maybe they purchasing the footage from the other leagues.
Just paying for the card and letting everybody else go through all the trouble.
Yeah, or paying for the main event.
Right.
And let the rest of them go through the trouble. Or like there was a situation with Yakman and Lex Luthor over the Drake Dennis. Over the E Ness battle. And bottom line is like Yakman was saying, he was getting tired of chasing them around for them to drop the battle. He thought about potentially selling the battle. So I'm thinking about it like, could some of these battles have happened somewhere else and URL went up to them and say, look, on your league, you're probably going to get, I don't know, 5,000 views, 10,000 views. How about I give you some money and you just give us the footage, It could be one of those things.
That'd be dope. Because they had to do something because the 40 drugs battle, I think, happened at the same event, but they released that on, that league's channel. And then, so.
If you get a chance, Andrea, send me that, because I didn't even know they battled either.
Yeah, 40 and drugs.
Yeah, I didn't know they battled either. You get an opportunity, just shoot me that link.
All right, I'll do that.
One last thing before we go. Later on we're gonna get the opportunity to get you on again and talk more about, the talent coming up there. But as of right now, if we had to go and check one person out from the Ohio area, who would it be?
Casino. I'd say Casino. Chip stacking. On Twitter, it's Casino937. He's out of Dayton. He's actually part of Bullpen now. He just
ain't there like 3 casinos?
There is 9,000 casinos. there's 2 in Ohio that I know of. There's Chip Stacking, who's the one I'm talking about. He's out of Dayton. Then there's another one that's out of Cincinnati that he just actually did a PG not too long ago. But casino that I'm talking about, Casino 937, they also call him Chip Stacking. He was part of the tryouts down in Bullpen, and there was like a 3-way tie, and then they had a 3-way battle. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure he was declared the winner, so he's now part of Bullpen, but he's fire.
Casino. I gotta check out Casino, see what's popping. Do you know who he battled in that 3-way or no?
It was Ace Boogie and Hound Dog.
I like Ace Boogie, man. I like Ace Boogie.
Yeah, and I'd never seen a 3-way battle, so I watched that on pay-per-view, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I seen it but I seen the 3-ways on like Quiet Room. Quiet Room was the first time I ever seen it. When you get a chance, check out some of them Quiet Room battle. I don't know why Queen's Flip stopped doing it. Maybe it's because it's affiliation with URL, and maybe having guys battle in that small room thing, these big name guys, that probably was taking away some of the main events from URL.
Oh yeah,
and
I would definitely do that.
And I don't know what it costs. Even though you don't have no crowd or anything, I'm pretty sure these guys aren't all doing the battle for the love. He probably like Head Ice battle T-Rex on Quiet Room, and that's one of the battles that definitely wasn't a Quiet Room. I'm trying to think, but they had like 2 or 3 battles where it was 3 guys against each other.
Yeah, that was different. But yeah, Ohio has a couple of big cards coming up. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm with it. Do you know how soon they are?
There is a card on November the 10th in Columbus on Shots Fired. And Norbs is gonna be out there for that one. And then Close Combat is having another card in Ohio or in Columbus this time. And I'm trying to remember. I think his is November 27th, man, I can't remember for certain, but there's a couple coming up. I think there's one in October too. I can't remember for sure, but I'm gonna have to look them up, and I'm gonna tag you on the flyers.
Yeah, definitely. Salute them. I'm wild. Yeah, so we'll get more in tune with that. I want to be able to get a little more in depth in some of the guys that are out there. So again, I'm gonna be leaning on you for that. Not only
we got some hate, you know how I am, battle rap, man.
Plus, like I said, I know you go to some of them events, and for me personally, I'd rather go to events, but I feel like I could get a better feel for newer battlers from being there.
I'm fired. Bar for Bar up in Cleveland's having an event on October the 6th. I'm going to that one here in just a couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
They got shoot, I can't even remember now who's on the card. That's a daggone shame. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Me too. Yeah. I may or may not be heading out in October to the Pit Fights battle in PA. Supposedly they're doing like a cross promotion with another battle league. Salute to Wilds. I don't know if Wilds was in this room earlier or not. Salute to Wilds. He invited me to that, so I'm gonna get in touch with that league over there and see if maybe we could get some of them guys on, talk about some of their battles.
Yeah.
So that's my plan, and from here to November, I guess we'll look at some of them cards, and then we'll get together and speak a little bit more about them.
All right, sounds good.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right.
All right, see you.
All right, guys, I'm getting up out of here. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Salute Matt, damn my Wilds, Pancakes, you a funny dude, man. Salute A plus J Biz, who was up in here. Salute Rich Well. Jims, who was in here. Salute Real Sick. Salute to you, sir. We had a few other people in here. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what else we got. A plus, I said A plus. All of you guys. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. Matt, salute Matt. Thank you, man. I appreciate everything, man. Sikh, when you get a chance, check me out at JLegend100. I want you to send me. Oh, you said that battle with Dre Dennis didn't come out yet, but keep me in mind so I can recap that battle. All right, when you get a chance. So salute to everybody. Thank you for rocking with me. I'm gonna catch you all on the next one. If you have not subscribed, now is the time to do so. Please hit that alert bell. Follow me again at JLegend100. That's the letter J, the word legend, and the number 100. All right. Thank you all for rocking me. Have a blessed night. Salute.